this is Sveta and my vlog about life in Russia. Today I am going to tell you 5 things you should never do in Russia. I mean, if you're a tourist, you may do all of them, but just you have to be prepared that people will stare at you and they will try to make you feel uncomfortable. And if you are a student here or if you work here, then you should know these things and try to avoid them. And let's start with you, Americans, because I never saw any other Westerner do it. And first of all, you should never put your feet on a table. On a table, on a coffee table, on a desk, or anywhere except for some special furniture items. And it doesn't really matter if you took your shoes off previously or not. And in fact, I didn't think that people in real life do it. I thought it's just something invented by American movies, where you can see a man sitting on a chair and putting his feet on a coffee table. But when I was a student, I went to Germany to study, and in my group there were many Americans. And one day we finished the class, and an American sitting next to me, he put his foot on our desk. It was so surprising for me, because it was the desk. He was just 1 minute ago, he was touching it with his hands, and now he put his foot in a shoe on the desk. It was so surprising for me, and in fact it was my first time abroad, and I didn't mean to teach anyone how to behave, what to do and what not to do, but it seems that I looked so surprised that he saw it and he immediately took his foot off our desk. If you come to my house and you put your feet up on my coffee table, I don't know what I'm going to do with you, so be careful. Don't do it. Second thing, Russians do not whistle indoors. We don't do it at home, we don't do it inside of any other buildings, and we rarely do it on the street. Why is that? Because Russians have a prejudice that if you whistle, you have no money. Of course, it's just a superstition, but still we do not whistle. And if you go to somebody's home and you start whistling there, then people around you, they will first glaze at you, all of them, and then somebody will tell you that you have to stop it, because of you, all of them will have no money. And it's very rare in Russia that you see a man walking on the street and happily whistling, because this sound makes us feel uncomfortable. And I don't think that we have any whistle competitions or whistle festivals. So, third, in Russia you should never go inside of somebody's home wearing your outdoor shoes. After you pass the entrance door, then you should take your shoes off and leave them near the door. And it doesn't matter if your shoes are dirty, or maybe they are clean, or maybe they are super clean because you bought them 2 hours ago. You still have to leave them there. And it's interesting that the host of the house or an apartment, he may offer you a pair of slippers, and you can wear them or not, it's up to you, but if the host insists on wearing them, you should better do it, because some people are just very sensitive about the slippers, and they may not want you to walk around their house wearing just socks or maybe even barefoot. And also, when you enter somebody's apartment, you have to take your hat off, and especially if you're a man. And if you're a student and you enter a classroom, then you also have to take your hat off, because if you don't, then the teacher may consider it as an offense to him. Of course, if you're a foreigner and he knows that you're a foreigner, then it's okay, because you may not know, but now you know. 4. In Russia, you should not smile a lot. I will talk about it in some later videos, but you have to know that if you walk on the street and you have that big American smile showing all your teeth, then people will think that you're weird, or maybe you're a foreigner. And I remember that one time, 4 or 5 years ago, I was walking on the street and suddenly I saw a man walking towards me. And we were kind of very close to each other already, and we passed each other. And that man, he had a huge artificial smile. And I was so scared that, you see, I still remember that case. Those big smiles in Russia are scary. It's okay to smile a little bit when you walk alone. It's fine, like this. It's okay. It's okay to smile when you walk with somebody and you talk and you smile. It's fine. But just like, your smile should be natural. It shouldn't be artificial. So please don't scare us, because Russians are very fragile. And fifth thing you should never do in Russia is criticizing or joking about somebody else's parents. For example, you are with your male friends and you know that mother of one of that friends, she spends a lot of money on, say, playing lottery. And that man is not happy about it, and so he shared this story with all of you. And if you make a joke about it, then that man, he may beat you up right on the spot. And your friends will help him. Because joking about somebody's parents is absolutely unacceptable. And in general, I wouldn't advise you to make jokes which can be offensive. Because because the line between an offensive joke and an innocent joke, it is very thin. And people from other cultures, they may not feel it. And a joke may look absolutely innocent for you, and it may be very offensive to a Russian. So you better avoid them altogether. So these were 5 things you shouldn't do in Russia. And I think I will make one more video later, because there are other things, but these things I think are the most important. Okay, that's all for today. Bye bye.